no, not these guys again. Looks like they finally made it here. What's gonna happen? What are they here for? Are they here to stop us, like Dormin said? Looks like they're wearing the same poncho as Wander. So are they from the same place? The final statue breaks. We just defeated Malice. They're all gone. She's still asleep. Were we tricked? Looks like the weather cleared up. Wander's still laying there. Is he dead? Are we dead? Is it over? Finally get a little sneak peek of how Wander's been making it back to the temple all these times. Looks like Dormin transports him there. Why isn't she alive yet? Dormin must have lied. We're back! Wander, are you okay? What are those in your head? Are those horns? Oh my god, Wander! Looks like we're finally paying the price for what we've done. So this is the price to pay for all that we've done wrong. But was it wrong? Wander just did it in the name of love. Wander, are you okay? Don't kill Wander after all we've done? After all this? No! Oh. Oh god, no! No! Well, was it worth it, Wander? I think it was. No! Oh god. Look, that looks like the stuff that was spraying out of the Colossus. What's going on? Is Wander possessed? As Lord Emon said? Possessed by what? Well, all those black stringy things coming into us the whole game, those were actually pieces of Dormin that were sealed away by the Colossi. And since we destroyed them, we are now being possessed by all the entity inside of them. Oh, yep, he still knows. Wander's still inside of there somewhere. Because he still wants to see Mono. Yes, you beast! Pull it out. He's turning into the black stuff, just like the Colossi do after they die. That's not good. Maybe we couldn't handle it. Being possessed. And she's still asleep. Dormin, you bastard. Whoa. What the hell is going on? Wander! Oh shit. Dormin rises again. He was sealed away in the 16 Colossi. We defeated him, released all the parts, and now he's using our body to resurrect himself. Oh man, so Wander is Dormin now. Dormin was evil all along. And he still knows. Wander's still in there. He's in there. Hold on, buddy. You can get through this. And believe it or not, you actually get to control this part of the game. You get to control Dormin, since he is still Wander. Now here you can press triangle, you can use some attacks to try and attack these guys and stop them. And you can move very slowly, but ultimately you can't stop what happens, so you're just too slow. But now we actually get a look at how the Colossus felt. The Colossi all this time being picked on, shot arrows at, being attacked for no reason, just for the fact that you're there. These guys are going to try to run away. And you can try and stop them all you want. Even if you get direct hits on them with your attacks, it won't kill them or slow them down. So there's not really anything you can do here except sit and watch to your untimely demise, much like the Colossi did to Wander. Makes you feel kind of bad for them, actually. Like, what we were doing was actually wrong. We broke all the rules. We broke the law. We stole the sword, trespassed, killed innocent Colossi. And now look what happened. We resurrected Dormin. But were Wander's motives true? Yes. Would he have still done it, knowing the consequences, knowing this would happen? Probably. Wander looked like he would have gone through anything to see Mono again. And eventually they will make it back there and escape, regardless of what you do. Not the sword. It's the only sword that we've been using all along to slay the Colossi, and the only sword that can stop Dormin. Sword that was used to seal him away and break the seal will now be used against him. Wow, and it looks like that wind is actually destroying. It looks like it's getting rid of Dormin. It's actually pulling him, making him smaller, pulling him off of our body, or out of our body. The sword has more power than we knew. And Wander's still in there. He's still reaching to get towards Mono. Come on, Wander, hold on. Yes, you actually get to control this part too. You can try and jump and try to resist against the wind here, but once again, ultimately, there's nothing you can do. You will eventually fall, get pulled back, and you can actually make it pretty far. I've seen people make it all the way up there to Mono. I've seen people actually hack the game too and walk around normally in this scene, but you can't do anything. So pretty much it's inevitable to fight against this wind. It's pulling Wander in. Seems like most of Dormin has been sucked off of us, but he's still there. We're still covered in this blackness. It's kind of sad, actually. Oh man, all Wander wanted was to see Mono, to revive Mono. Look what all this caused. I guess this is his punishment. I guess so. Everything has a price, and this one was quite high. I think it's pretty obvious what's going on here. It looks like these guys set the seal upon the place, upon this shrine, like they said they would, so that nobody can ever get back in or out of this place. Nobody's coming in and nobody's leaving. I guess I can't argue with that. I mean, I can't argue with any of the things these guys did, actually, because, I mean, look at what happened. All they were doing was containing this monster, Dormin, and who would have known what would happen if he got loose and they hadn't stopped him. So I can't say they were the bad guys, because they weren't. All they were doing was trying to contain Dormin for the good of the world. But I can't say Wander was the bad guy either, because all he wanted was to resurrect Mono, his love. And I mean, how can you really judge that? How can you judge somebody by what's in their heart and say they're good or bad just because they'll do anything for love? And if I think Wander had the choice, knowing all these consequences and what would happen, would he change anything he did? Probably not. Oh my god, is she waking up? She's awake. You might even argue that Dormin was the antagonist, the bad guy, but it looks like after all that, even after he was defeated, he still kept his promise in the end. And Mono is alive. I cannot imagine what's going through her head right now. I mean, 1 second she's dead, and now she wakes up. No idea where she is, and no idea what happened. And what frightens me the most is that she'll never know she might never know what Wander went through, all he went through just for her, and how much, you know, he loved her. Obviously, I mean, to go through this much, he must have really, really, genuinely cared for her an obscene amount. And she must just be so confused. Poor girl. I mean, she can't leave this place. Nobody can. There's nobody up there anymore. What was that? What did I just hear? Oh my god. That's right. Wander, or Agro, in the condition he was in when he fell from that cliff. Looks like he didn't die. He just broke his leg and he walked all the way here in this condition, limping, just to try and find Wander, just to get back here. Chokes me up, it really does. It's so touching. And many people debate about this, but judging by the way Agro reacts to Mono and the way she reacts to him, I believe that she actually knows that Agro is Wander's horse. And it's the only hope we have, that she might actually know what Wander went through to do this. And she might actually know that he was involved in bringing her back. So here in the credits, here we are. We get a nice little view of all the fallen Colossi and all their glory. Oh man, and it's just... I love this game so much. It's... The story, I mean, it doesn't flat out tell you anything that much. I mean, it doesn't reveal that much, but the reason why I love this game is it leaves so much up to you. You can pretty much decide how you think, what you think's going to happen, and how people are reacting to things. I personally like to believe that Mono did recognize Agro, and that her and Wander may have known each other in the past, and although the feelings may not have been mutual, maybe Wander had a, you know, secret desire to be with her, and she, however she was, you know, however she died, some believe she was maybe sacrificed for some sort of ritual or something by the tribesmen, and Wander just felt bad. Maybe he took part in it and felt bad, or maybe he actually loved her and wanted to just bring her back for that reason. And just the fact that Agro is back alive and he made it all the way to the temple, and Wander's nowhere to be found. So it's just Mono and Agro that are going to be left in this Forbidden Lands forever, till they die. How are they going to live? What about Wander? So many questions left unanswered. Or are they? But yeah, this game is just perfect in every aspect to me. The music, the gameplay, the story. I mean, they reveal just enough to keep you guessing and to let you can finish off the rest of the story for yourself. And that's one of the things I love about it the most. This game just 10 out of 10 in my book. Like I said before, probably one of my most favorite games of all time, if not the favorite. Easily. It is just so good. And there lies Malice, still slumped over. And all this is kind of just a collage of what we went through to actually... just to bring Mono back. Like I said, I think Wander would do it all over again if he could, because... the heart is a powerful thing. So it looks like these guys are going to escape, Lord Iman and his tribesmen. yeah, will Wander ever atone for what he's done? I don't know. Is it possible for Mono and Agro to exist in this land? And these cursed lands? Well, maybe. Looks like Agro's heading back to that pool there where Wander was sucked in. Slowly but surely. Oh, what are you leading us to, boy? A baby? Yeah, well, that's Wander. Wander was actually reborn as a baby. He's been given a second chance at life. But as a result of what he's done, he now has horns. And he must live life like that. And in my mind, that's his atonement for what he's done. That's his punishment. And now he must live life with those horns. And that actually starts a long line of children who are born with horns, and that is to be further continued on in Agro, which is actually the sequel to this game. Because Wander is still cursed, and that's, I guess, the horns are just a sign of the little bit of Dormin that's still left in him, and Dormin will always be a part of him in that way. So I guess you could say he's cursed, but is it an atonement for his sins? I think so. So now all the boys that are born with horns after this are looked upon as cursed. And that has a lot to do with the storyline of Agro. But heading out the back door here where we came in the land from, looks like Agro's heading up somewhere. And Mono with the baby Wander. Now I'm pretty sure she doesn't realize that this baby is Wander. I don't think she knows, but she's just kind of going with it right now. And this place that Agro leads Mono and Wander up to at the top of the tower actually looks like some garden of some sort. And how did Wander know this was up here? I don't know. I guess you could say just instinct, because there's actually other animals up here. I mean, you can hear it. You can hear the birds. We've got plenty of vegetation, flowing water. Maybe it's possible that all three of them can exist up here, can live, survive. Maybe. Hopefully. Well, we got a little deer there, so yeah, looks like animals can survive. It is possible. How beautiful is that? This area is actually called the Secret Garden. And you can actually get up here in the main game if you try hard enough. I didn't want to show that beforehand to avoid spoiling things, but I will show that in a bonus episode, how to actually get up here, and it's pretty cool. So it looks like Agro, Mono, and Wander will spend the remaining duration of their lives up here. The doves return yet again. So do they live happily ever after? I don't know if you could say that, but they definitely live. And as the game begun with the hawk flying in over Wander, it ends with the hawk flying away. I love this track the most of all of them. Anyways, guys, it's been so much fun playing through this game, and just Let's Playing it has made me realize how much more I actually do love this game, and I think it's safe to say it's my favorite game of all time. And any of you who haven't experienced this game before for yourself, I gotta tell you now, watching it just isn't enough. You've got to play it for yourself. It's just a totally unique experience, the way they let you decide everything for yourself, and everything else about the game is just so unique as well. So yeah, I'm just so happy I got introduced to this game, and glad it never passed me by, because it's one of those gems that you just don't know how good it is until you realize it for yourself, and it just is so underappreciated. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for sticking with me on this LP. I definitely, it's an odd LP to do. It's off the beaten path, but I want to thank you guys for actually giving it a chance and watching it. And as always, thank you for tuning in and sticking with me and watching this LP. It's been so much fun to LP it and so much fun to bring it to you guys. So that's it, and I will see you next time in my next LP. So that's it for Shadow of the Colossus. Bye bye everybody, and have a great day.